Okay, looks like we're up and running, which is good. Because... well, I wasn't able to check my viewer, at least not on the desktop. I got some crazy thing here pulled up with, I got it on my phone, so at least I know that we're running okay. Anyway, welcome to the stream. Let me pull up my chat windows and then we'll get started because we're going to be doing some Doom 3. Game which we've been playing a little bit off and on in between Final Fantasy VII Remake streams, but it's been pretty good, and yeah, I've been digging it. Let me just change my DPI real quick. There we go. Now it's more suitable. Okay. I was gonna say things seem a little quiet, but no, now they're loud. Also, I was doing some further adjustments on my mic because there were still some things I wasn't happy with when it came to the last stream I did. The sound effects are so goddamn loud. I wish I could change that, but I can't. So, no use dwelling on it, I guess. Last time, boy, we got a message out. We had an option to either not send a message for reinforcements or to send a message to reinforcements. I decided to send a message to reinforcements because that's what the CO wanted. You always got to do what your commanding officer wants. So that's what happened. I don't recall if that actually has any bearing on the game or not. Maybe we'll get a different ending based on that decision. I don't know. But even more importantly than that, we got the rocket launcher, which is cool. Had a chance to use it against some revenants outside here as we were going from point A to point B, and now we're in point B, and I don't really know what the current task is, but I guess we'll find out. Let's see, locate the entrance to the monorail station. Oh yeah, we were supposed to get back to, like, the main facility, I think? I don't know. Seemed kind of weird. Anyway, things have been getting a little bit rough, because we just had some major enemies pop up. The Revenants being one of them. They're a bit of a pain to take down. I don't know what I want to do. Does this need reloading at all? I guess not. Again, plenty of ammunition for the shotgun, but been running low on just about everything else, so hesitant to use anything, really. Especially the machine gun. It's been the most handy because it's accurate at a distance. So, I don't know. I'll try to be more sparing, but no promises. Anyway, reactivate primary pump systems. Oh, we want to do that? Jeffrey Moen. Email from Henry Varela. Pump malfunction. Jeff, the main waste processing unit here in Sector 1 is running at a higher pressure level than it was rated for. I'm very concerned about the stability of the whole system. One fault or stress fracture in any of the lines could cause doom for the whole mechanism. This processing system here was never designed to process that much waste, but they keep shipping it to us. We urgently need a new pump here before this one fails. Thank you, Henry. From Greg Bradenberg, Toxic Waste Storage. Mr. Moen, it is very important that you remember to store toxic waste barrels in their proper locations. Having volatile substances so close to where people work is very dangerous, especially around doorways and narrow passages. If one of those barrels exploded, it could cause a lot of damage and someone might be seriously hurt, or worse, killed. Please address this problem immediately. Yeah, they seem to be having a problem with that. It's funny, like in Doom 3, the big thing is explaining why everything is, you know, where it is. Why weapons are in certain areas. Why there's toxic waste barrels just lying around everywhere. But, I don't know. I guess in a way it's sort of poking fun at old game mechanics.
Making progress, are we? And in such a hurry to find us, to find me. There's no need to rush. I am everywhere, and everything here is mine. We thank you for alerting the fleet, for warning them. You're such a fool. They're racing here, racing to us, and we are waiting. Waiting for them to fall into their worst nightmare. They will join my legion, and with their ships, I will bring this hell to Earth. You won't live to see it, and you will die long before you have a chance to warn them.
Attention.
Am I able to leave here? No? Guess we're gonna go through. Ah. Moving mechanisms. Hold on, I took a little damage during that little scuffle. There we go. Okay. So maybe alerting the fleet wasn't the best idea. That's okay. Maybe we can make the most of it. Yeah.
Warning. Air filtration system offline. Toxicity level increasing.
There's nothing left for you but a slow death as your lungs fill with toxic gases.
Given today's climate, some people would pay for it. And that bastard took out 20 health. Whoa, 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 whoa. What is going on? Oh. Where'd the one from behind come from? Literally nothing there when I first started, you know. But I guess it must have teleported behind me. Nothing personal, kid.
Warning. Air filtration system offline. Toxicity level increasing.
There's nothing left for you but a slow death as your lungs fill with toxic gases.
That's where you were. And I'm kind of in no better position. Where those lost souls at?
Attention. Due to the threat of external contamination, hazard doors sealed.
As the door seals, reactivate air filtration system to gain access to monorail station. Okay. Also, I don't know. I'm a little split on the sound here. It's like the gun noises. They're so goddamn loud. But then if I turn it down to where they're like at a normal level, then everything else suffers because everything else is so much quieter. That, and we're gonna lose out on like the big spoopy noises. Yeah, there's some rockets there. Storage locker 3. Did we get anything on that? Whoa. What? Oh, did a barrel explode? I don't even know what happened. This place is dangerous.
Warning. Air filtration system offline. Toxicity level increasing.
There's nothing left for you but a slow death as your lungs fill with toxic gases.
caterpillar. Oh. Health in here. And some more rockets. That's always good. Okay.
Attention. Due to the threat of external contamination, hazard doors sealed. Attention.
Anybody else coming from back here?
Of external contamination, hazard doors sealed.
Hung up on the wall. Real cool. Okay. Everything coming from every which way.
You will never escape me. Your soul will be mine.
What the hell is that? Yep. No breaks to be caught here. Now we got 331 on the cells. Not bad. Maybe I should use this for a little while. Okay, so let's just make sure here. We didn't get any... I don't remember there being any logs for cabinet 3. Must be for something later on. Like a PDA that we pick up. I'll take that. Excuse me? What was that?
Warning. Danger level yellow. Unsafe toxicity level detected.
Is that the Revenant I heard? Bet your ass it was. I don't think I walk through doors. Oh, maybe it came from that. Oh man, one of the biggest problems I'm suffering right now. I gotta see if I can rearrange my mic here. Hopefully it's not gonna suffer too much, but God. Those are a pain because those seeker rockets are very good at seeking. But anyway, my neck is killing me, and I'm not sure if it's due to like bad posture or if I'm just not sleeping in a good position, or maybe it's multiple things. Probably is multiple things. But anyway, the problem when it comes to streaming is I gotta lean my neck forward sometimes to, you know, get where I want to be for my mic, because I don't wear a headset or anything. It's a standing microphone, and just instinctually, yeah, I will lean my neck forward, just trying to get a little closer to the mic, but it's just making my neck worse, so. Let's see if I can reposition this thing. Make things a little better. Oh man. So we do get the rocket launcher, but I've been trying to be real sparing with it. I might want to rescind that standpoint. Shit. But these later levels are getting a little rough. I think when it comes to the Revenants, I'll just try to start using the rocket launcher.
Warning. Danger level yellow. Unsafe toxicity level detected. That up in there. More rockets, good, okay. It's not like they don't want you to use it. Oh, man, we're getting close. The hell is that? No. All these like pop-ups. Freaking me out. Okay. Yeah, objectives coming up during combat is not fun. Come on. See what you got, Revenant. Okay. It's funny, the only game that was doing shotguns right around this time was Halo, of all games, which I wasn't even aware of, or don't remember rather, until I replayed it as part of the Master Chief Collection about a month and a half ago. Shotgun in that game is so good. And this one, it's only good if you're up close, but then I don't know if has something to do with the enemy difficulty or what it is, but it's like not everything dies as well as you think it would with a shotgun. And the range is just shitty. There's a lot of twists and turns in this area. Some like palm itches. Ugh.
second guessing where I'm going, just because I don't want to end up missing anything. Some of these paths I'm neglecting to go through just because there's gaseous fumes spewing out. Seemed like at the beginning of the game the imps were dying to like one shotgun blast. Like in pretty close proximity. Maybe it was just being generous at first, but that's definitely not the case anymore. By default, I think all of them are taking 2. Every once in a while I'll get lucky and get one with 1, but it doesn't happen often. DCL processing failure. CL2 levels are above acceptable threshold. Flush and vent area immediately. Seriously? We good? Please allow 2 hours before activating DCL processing. Oh, okay.
Destroy him.
Who gave you command over this crap? And they ain't shy about the Reapers. Okay. At least that one imp died in the process. Got a lot of health stations around here. So that's good. Blew himself up. Oh, hello, barrel. Actually, did I use one of those? No, I didn't. Somebody appears to be choking on something. Should do a full sweep. Whoa, what the hell is that? Oh, these things. God, they ain't dying too easy. It's funny, I played Spawn Armageddon on stream. Yeah, bug babies. A couple months ago. It was around the same time we were doing the Devil May Cry series. Because it's basically a DMC clone. But there's an enemy... Yeah. In that game that's like
very similar. It's some sort of like bug insectoid thing. I think, anyway. I don't know. I just remember when I first saw these things when I played this game ages ago. I remember they reminded me of the enemies in that game. And I always thought it was disturbing. Not so much anymore. But back then I was like, oh. You're killing weird baby enemies? I don't know how I feel about that, but... now it's kind of like, who cares? God, is there any end to these things? Jeez. Explode. I guess not. Hey, so it's doing all the hissing in here. Oh, jeez. Bastard. Oh. I guess I'm at a bad angle. Feel about that. I don't think I feel very good about that. They're pulling the, like, sandwich you on linear maps like 90% of the time now. Mildly annoying. Bug things up there. Or down there.
Warning. Danger level orange. Unsafe toxicity level detected.
Good deal.
Warning. Danger level orange. Unsafe toxicity level detected.
Don't know what the hell that was. The Mancubus. I got the Cthulhu head. Hold on. It takes 7 rockets. Okay then. A little rough, but manageable. I guess we gotta go up that ramp. Let me check and see if there's anything else as far as pickups go. Oh, there's a med kit. I didn't even see. Handful of armor shards. Where do we come in from exactly? Oh, there's over here. Okay. Like, shouldn't there be a path leading back? Very quick. These babies are very quick.
Death will not be your end. Your soul will burn in hell forever.
Danger level 5. Toxicity level detected. Air scrubber 1 of 3. Air scrubber 2 of 3. Activated. Attention. Air filtration system.
Oh. Gun might take care of it a little quicker, but gotta make sure I reload all this crap. Out of rockets, right? Yeah. Okay, cells, med kit, that's good. I feel like I'm in a good spot now. Okay, before we do anything, let's take a look at the PDA. Scott Johnson. Nicholas Sadgewage. I feel like we saw that name before, but I still don't know how to pronounce it. Locked Armaments. Scott, this is an excellent idea. We can't be too careful around here. Okay, what did he say? Mr. Sadgewage, I fear that these rumors I've been hearing might actually be true. The other day, someone from my team was cleaning up a toxic spill in Delta and said they actually saw some sort of creature down there. Oh, we read this one, actually. Yeah, Nick Sadgewage. Okay. Alright, airlock. So is that for 003? 483. I guess that's just a reminder. Thing is, I'm just playing this, you know, a couple hours at a time. Between streams, you tend to forget some of that information. Okay, that level was a little rough, but getting through it. Excuse me? Actually, time to ride the monorail? Maybe. Oh, I remember this part. Hey, cabinet 003 again? Weird. I think when I was playing the BFG edition, I took a big break, like, around here. Like, I just stopped playing it for a while. Let's make sure this isn't, like, some kind of death trap. Huh, nothing down there. I guess it's just if you happen to fall and not, you know, die. Make sure you get all the way back up. Not gonna happen.
Now leaving Environmental Reprocessing Center. Next stop, Site 2.
Who are you? What are you doing?
Hi.
I was waiting here on the train for my partner. He went to investigate what was going on, but he never came back. Now, I don't know where he is. I don't know what the hell's going on.
It's probably
But
a
I bet
demon
it
by
has
now.
to do with those artifacts we were digging up at Site 2. I bet they're somehow connected with those things in the Delta Complex. The Delta Complex isn't safe.
Remember, safety
You're
first.
crazy if you're
Please
going
do
there.
not exit the vehicle without wearing proper environmental protection. In the event
I don't think
of
we
an
have much
emergency
choice
stop,
now.
MARSEC will be dispatched immediately for your safety. Have a nice day. Now entering Site 2. Warning, airlock malfunction. Please contact engineering to facilitate repairs. Thank you, and have a nice day.
Look, I don't think this train is safe either. We don't know what's ahead.
Okay, well, you take care of yourself, I guess. Get out of the monorail or not. I guess if you kept that door locked, maybe it'd be okay. Have to stay out of sight though. Oh, don't need none of that. What the hell? He's got a meat whip.
Destroy all who oppose you.
Whoa. That was the guy's Marine with the load pushover. I don't think it was him. Was it? Not the UAC guy. If you mean like Mr. I'm in charge of hell here, the Marine with him, then yeah, maybe. But not the guy with the BFG. Here, these cardboard boxes will protect me.
Engineering, please report to Site 2 access ramp. Airlock malfunction detected.
Yeah, I remember not being enthused about this part because there was just ass loads of soldiers. And
Despite the fact that the demons can be a little tough sometimes, I prefer getting into little tangles with them as opposed to soldier types. But I'm doing okay with the plasma rifle, I guess. Still loads of barrels around here, though. Where are they coming from? Dude, or corpse of the dude that was in front of me. Oh, Jesus. Whoa, why am I stuck? I'm stuck. Yeah, that was a little bullshitty. Like, the pushback from that meat whip was so hard that it got me wedged on the railing here or something. I don't know what was going on, but couldn't move.
Engineering, please report to site.
Then he hit me again, and then I guess it dislodged me.
Malfunction detected.
Okay, is it safe to look at these? Sam Harding. Let's see. James Torben door repairs. Sam, I completed the repairs on door A32 today. It should open more smoothly. On a separate note, did you see those artifacts that the science team recently shipped into Delta Complex? I don't know what they were, but I certainly don't like them being transported outside of the cargo crates. It just creeps me out seeing them, knowing that we are working above some sort of alien ruins. Just the thought of what might be lurking in those caves gives me the shivers. I don't know, maybe I'm just overreacting. Maybe. Carl Cullen, turret gun mounting brackets. Harding, I need you to check the mounting brackets on the turret gun here in security. They seem to be rattling when the turret moves. Reply, thank you for repairing that so quickly.
Engineering, please report to Site 2 access ramp. Airlock malfunction detected.
Thought I heard something. I fixed the mounting brackets this morning. It was those damn Mixum bolts again. I really wish the UAC would find better subcontractor. Thanks, Sam. Gary Ross. Emails from Delta Security. Mr. Ross, this is a quick note to remind you that the new automated defense system at the Delta Labs entrance is fully operational. Please contact Delta Security with any questions. Thank you, Delta Security. And then reply to the airlock request. As you requested, the Junction 5 Site 2 airlock code has been updated to 826. This will allow you to manually override automated rail sensor systems, allowing you to open any of the track doors. This is what he sent to Site 2 engineering team. Or the Site 2 engineering team will be conducting a few tests on the J5 airlock system next week. We will need to manually override the ARSS for the tests and request the input code be updated to 826 to conduct the tests. Thanks. Oh, actually, I gotta check and see if there's any audio logs with them. There's
this is the audio log of Engineer Sam Harding, dated April 5th, 2145. I have just completed repairs on the magnetic locks and have significantly reprogrammed the pressure sensors on the monorail systems. My fellow engineers and I are confident that the accident of last week never happened. The accident should never have happened in the first place. The internal sensors led the computer to believe that there was a vacuum inside the vehicle. Unfortunately, the computer decided that the only way to fix this pressure discrepancy was to open all doors in an attempt to equalize pressure with the outside. Going over 15,000 lines of code today, and see no reason for this tragic event to have occurred. Somehow, discrepancy is clear as day. Honestly, solid system going to hell in a handbasket. Confident that the layers of protection I added to the code today will prevent any such occurrences from happening again. I'm off to meet engineer Jim Torben at the access doors to the Delta Complex platform to try and troubleshoot a faulty track sensor that's been causing the door to stick.
Didn't get most of that. Almost getting raped by a load of imps. But, I'm sure it was cool. Whoa. Yep, one behind me. What a surprise. Okay, let's see. I don't think I want to use a plasma rifle anymore because we're running low on ammunition. Pretty good on the AR though. Didn't do that great with him though.
Please report.
Okay. Shotgun not so great with those guys. I'll jump off over here. If anybody got a problem with that, they can follow me. Well, I didn't really forget about him, but I didn't think he'd actually bust out of the door without my consent. Well, there's a grate here. I know they can't bust through those, so... Oh man, he's got a lot of reach with that. There's a second one.
Please report to Site 2 access ramp. Airlock malfunction detected.
Where? Oh, is it like out there? It's for like this thing, right? Well, we got a new PDA, so maybe that code is in here. Charles Hollies. Actually, hold on. Son of a bitch. While you're sitting there reading your PDA, these assholes come out. I thought I heard something out there, I just didn't see anything.
Site 2 access ramp. Airlock malfunction detected.
That's the last of them. That guy's still in there? I can't tell. Okay, now we can maybe read this. Let's look at the email first. Jan Brady, Site 2 closure. Mr. Hollies would like to... I would like to report that the main tunnel passage for Site 2 has been sealed.
Access ramp. Airlock malfunction detected.
Keep hearing shit. I will transfer the door codes to the Archaeological Division Day. For all practical purposes, the dig site is now closed for good. Thank you, Jan Brady. Remaining ammunition. Mr. Hollies, you requested I place all remaining ammunition from the security team stationed at Site 2 in storage cabinet 54 with door code 142. Phil Wilson, Charles Hollies, we've received a few artifacts from Site 2 without proper discovery and time date information. Can never be too goddamn careful, especially with these later levels. Information on them. It is very difficult processing all these pieces when we don't know where or when they were uncovered. Please check your records and send the requested information back to me for artifacts 34-X91, 21-X. Okay, who gives a shit?
This is the audio log of Charles Hollis, EAP Director, dated September 5th, 2145. In order to conserve current life support resources, effective October 1st, 2145, the Council has made a decision that all environment processors be brought offline in the general area of Site 2. Tomorrow, I will be sending out emails to all team leaders asking for an update on their asset relocation program to Site 3. We feel that we have unearthed enough useful material as it pertains to the project from Site 2, and choose to now devote resources in the exploration of Site 3. End log recording.
Okay then. Oh no, I think they got him. Considering how many weapons there are around here, I'm surprised he didn't have a firearm with him. Definitely should have got one at some point. Got him and very neatly ripped his clothes off for some reason. It's the first thing they ate. Yeah, nothing in here. Yeah, so that must be him. They took the spinal column out while leaving the main torso intact too. Takes a lot of skill.
Now leaving Site 2. Next stop, Delta Complex.
Oh yeah. You like pass by all these demons and other things at high speed. Yeah, don't worry about it. Nothing can stop Doom Marine.
Engineering, please report to Delta Complex access ramp. Track sensor failure detected.
Scratch on him. I'm so disappointed by the fact that he does not wear a helmet either, especially in all these conditions where he's going through all this shit. Running away for? And try to slap me on the back of the head. These guys are teleporting. Trek. Doesn't seem good. You know, where the monorail crashed, there was a long stretch of, like, platform. I thought I was going, like, the secret way. Maybe not. Curious to see what's down here, if anything. Back. And a clip, not bad. Sure that was all blocked off, so I'm getting through that way. Alright, well, a couple items. Ain't bad. Especially if it refills my health. If you drop down there, how do you get back up? Oh, here it is. So I thought there was another ladder back the other way, but double back, make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh good. Booty? Or is it just Udi? Can't read that other one. Something science. Guns and nachos. I think we saw that one already. Not Udi, though. Yeah, no need to keep the alarm system active. Security clearance updated. Nice. Okay. Carl Cullen. Oh my god, why do you have so much email? Security Authority, new automated defense system. Mr. Cullen, please inform your team that an automated security turret gun will be installed at the main entrance to Delta. This is due to the increased sensitive nature of the experiments and the security problems we've recently had. Please ensure that your team members have correct security clearance and are in the IFF database. We don't want a repeat of the problems we had when the guns were installed at Marine Command. Thank you, Central Security Authority. Chris Bowman, or Bauman. Reply for the turret shutdown codes. Thanks. I freaking hate loaded guns with an automatic IFF. And then he says, guys, I've encoded the shutdown sequence for the turret gun into my PDA. You can use it at the security terminal near the metal detectors if there are any problems with the gun. I would rather have it offline than killing anyone, thanks. Okay. So I guess just having the PDA is good enough. Lee Pomeroy? Extra medical supplies. Carl, as medical supervisor in this section, I feel it's my obligation to be proactive in regards to safety, especially now that we have a turret gun in a heavy traffic area. As precaution, I've stocked medical supplies in the storage cabinets adjacent to the security office. Both cabinet codes are 364. Hope we never need them. Lee Pomeroy, medical supervisor. Sam Harding. I fixed the mounting bracket this morning. Oh, right, that's the one I already read. Mr. Cullen, we are going to be transporting a large specimen from Delta. Normally, we would not be using the monorail, but we need to get it to the Phobos lab, and this is our only option. The specimen will be sedated. However, given both the importance and hazardous nature of it, we feel it is prudent to have an enhanced security presence. You and your men should be prepared with full armor and plasma guns. However, lethal force should be only used as a last resort. Bringing this thing in alive through the teleporter costs 7 men their lives, and it would be a shame to waste that effort. Also, as you know, there are plenty of rumors about our specimens. I do not want this to get out of control. Information about this transport must be kept only to those that need to know what is in the container. Thank you for your cooperation in this. No audio logs, really, after all those emails. Surprise.
Destroy him.
Think I don't know your goddamn tricks.
Warning. Automated turret guns online.
You're not an automated turret.
Warning. Automated turret guns online. Warning. Automated turret guns online. Warning. Automated turret guns online.
I get it. Why is it so loud? I just want them to, like, eliminate the things that are already out there.
Warning. Automated turret guns online.
It probably wants you to turn it off. No shit. I know it does, but I want them to kill the imps that are out there. We just read that whole PDA about, you know,
Warning.
the
Automated turret guns online.
terminal being able to shut down with the PDA that we got. But there's a shitload of imps out there, and I'd rather not waste the ammunition if I don't need to.
Warning. Automated turret guns online.
See, there's still things out there.
Warning. Attention. Automated turret guns offline.
As soon as something else spawns out there, I'm running back here and turn it back on. Get some cells out of that. Is this the end of the level? Alright. Just making sure. Means we can turn this back up. I forget where it's at. It doesn't actually give me numerical levels here. So, I think like the third bar, we're just going to call that 30%. That's probably good. Considering that most PC games I have to turn down to 25% or lower, I'd say that's about right. Okay, let me just check in here, make sure there's nothing else. Okay, I think we're good. Did I ever pick up any more rockets? Oh, I did. Out of the monorail and into Delta Labs, level 1. Let me make a hard save here because I haven't done one in a while.
Emergency power only. All Delta operations suspended.
In there? What the? Huh. Oh yes, Game Hog. Where I get all my gaming information. Okay, let's see. Robert Price. Price at KPJ.net. Did you get it? With a question mark and 2 exclamation marks. Hey Rob, it's me again, smiley face. Why haven't you written me back yet? I sent you all the old books and shit to you via the UAC. Did you get them? It sure is nice to get all that crap out of the living area. Donated a lot of other stuff to share some charity places too. In 6 months, when you come back, you'll see the difference. Anyway, please write back soon. I'm lonely down here. See ya, Tanya. Alright, nice. You guys experiencing this? Robert, I know exactly what you're talking about, although not nearly as frequently as what you've been, what you're describing. I wonder if you got it. Maybe. You never know with the UAC. I'll follow up with you on this after I do a little investigating, but it certainly is weird. Ryan. And then to Ryan. Hi, Ryan. Are you guys getting strange sounds coming through the walls and floors? We've been getting this all over the place the last couple days. I think it's worse in the lower levels of Delta, but we can't pinpoint what the origin is. Anyway, I'm just checking with the others around the UAC. Thanks, Robert.
This is the audio log of Robert Price, Delta Operational Director in charge of personnel, recruitment, evaluation, and placement. The assignment of engineers to the lower Delta labs has become almost impossible. In 6 months, we've gone from a volunteer surplus to a critical deficiency of qualified personnel willing to accept assignment. Increases in both pay and benefits have done little to help this situation. Through exit interviews as well as the weekly Delta medical brief, it's become apparent to everyone
Ian.
the rate of sudden and unexplained mental illness is way beyond acceptable levels, even from ours. They're derogatorily being called sub-delts up here, and I have a feeling this attitude will spread to other parts of the UAC. End of log.
Emergency power only. All Delta operations suspended.
Does it actually do anything? Apparently not.
This is the audio log of Robert Price, Delta Operational Director in charge of personnel, recruitment, evaluation, and placement.
Disciplinary action report 40C-8, responding to Mars City Administration request. Delta Labs 1 is currently addressing a problem concerning theft of security equipment. 4 members of the security detail assigned to the Delta Labs have been reprimanded, with 3 others under investigation. It seems caches of weapons, armor, and ammo have been discovered in various places throughout the Delta Labs. We've located some of the missing equipment and have information that we hope will lead us to more.
Systems down.
I have a team investigating storage room 21D with security code 298, where I've learned stolen items may be located. I hope to recover all items and find all personnel responsible. End of log.
Emergency power only. All Delta operations suspended.
Okay. I wonder if that's where he was looking. Convenient.
Emergency power only. All
So
Delta
that's just where I need to go.
operations suspended.
Somebody got heavy footsteps.
Emergency power only. All Delta operations suspended.
Oh, okay. Yeah, subtle spooks. A little bit. Okay. Yeah, elevator's busted, no security clearance. Everything working out great. Monorail time? We just got off. Maybe.
Emergency power only. All Delta operations suspended.
Ah, that's the data link. Alright, we got the key item. Let the mass rapening begin. So make sure I got everything I need. Or can pick up, rather.
Emergency power only. All Delta operations suspended.
I guess maybe when we get into the main room.
Warning. Reactor core offline.
Cool remix.
Procedure. Orange.
Manual reactor restart required. Routing offline. Service tunnel warehouse. So that's where we are, right?
Warning. Reactor core offline. Please follow safety procedure. Orange.
Okay. Oh wait, holographic controller. Power distribution grid. I thought maybe this was just a map or something.
Video link up requested. Connection established.
Green.
How can I help you?
This is Kelly. If you're watching this, you're tougher than I thought. I guess things aren't always what they seem. Plans have changed. Delta Complex 1 has been compromised. You're not safe there. I'm moving to Secure Service Tunnel 1. It's not far from your position. We'll meet there.
Why do you sound so weird? Yeah, maybe not. A lot of second guessing.
Warning, reactor core offline. Please follow safety procedure orange.
I know we were already here before, but if we broke the lights on, might be worth checking out. If you can actually get me in there. Wonder why the safety procedure orange is, or what it is. Don't ask me.
Warning, reactor core offline. Please follow safety procedure orange.
Could I broken that pinky when he fell into the hole? Just spun around. I wasn't on level with him. I was thinking about ducking in there and just trying to save my hide by crawling into the hole because there was no way he was getting in there like that. But I don't think you can handle it if you're on a different level.
Please follow safety procedure orange. Warning, reactor core offline. Please follow.
Surely the imp will stop him, right? It's beginning to pile up, though. What are you doing, man? Excuse me.
Warning, reactor core offline. Please follow safety procedure orange.
I think I'm good on the shells, but anything else you might want to toss my way?
Warning, reactor core offline. Please follow safety procedure.
So another note, if you didn't label this game as Doom, it could easily pass for a zombie alien shooter like the Alien series. So now the imps crawl about. Yeah, that was a big thing when this game came out. I didn't play it exactly at launch. I played it a little bit after, because I had borrowed the Xbox version and I never finished it. But that's how I first played it, probably 2 years after it came out. But you know, finger was on the pulse at the time because G4 was a thing, and you know, I was always watching that channel, and they were always talking about it. And then, you know, I'd read forums and stuff, game FAQs back in the day, and yeah, that was the big talk. One was the flashlight. People hated the flashlight and how the game was so dark, and I can hardly blame them in most instances, but you know, it is what it is. But then the other thing was like, this doesn't feel like Doom. It feels like an iteration of Doom, maybe, but you know, it could easily pass as something else. Hold on. I was prepared for that. Let's try this instead. Goddamn lost souls are there? I wish it was the last soul. Bet you if Doom 3 had more of a soundtrack, then it would be a bit better. Then again, you wouldn't hear a lot of things. Maybe. I mean, sound design was real big on this. It was... Got the big boy britches on, and they're like, we're gonna try something completely different. And, you know, in some cases it worked, in some cases it didn't, but, you know. Doom was known for the soundtrack, and, you know, fast-paced action, but they decided to go, you know, survival horror route and do something but sound design, lighting, visuals, stuff that wasn't as meticulous in previous releases was sort of more emphasized in this game, I'll say that much. However, if you've never played Doom 64, though, I would almost say that that's a truer form and a more faithful Doom 3 than, you know, Doom 3 actually is. Doom 3 is a good game, it's just, you know, is it a good Doom game? I don't know, it's the eternal argument. But there's a lot of purists out there that would argue this is one of the best games in the series, if not the best. But then again, I think they might be accustomed to different types of gameplay. But Doom 64 did a lot to create a sort of, you know, spooky, scary atmosphere that wasn't super present in... Oh my god. I guess those are those barrels. Maybe I should shoot those before coming in, because I don't want that to happen again. But it did a lot to create a sort of spooky atmosphere in a much darker game than, you know, Doom 2 and Doom 1.
Warning. Reactor core offline. Orange.
And Doom 64 has a soundtrack. Decent one, too. Did we get anything? I don't remember. I don't think there was anything on the audio log at the same time. It's hard to tell because things keep happening.
Warning. Reactor core offline. Please follow safety procedure orange.
That was in the previous area, so it doesn't pertain to anything in here. But yeah, I think for as long as Doom is going to remain a series that's active, 3 is always going to be that black sheep experiment.
Please follow safety procedure. Orange.
Too bad, huh?
Warning. Reactor core offline. Please follow safety procedure. Orange.
There's never any doubt in my mind that Doom 3 is a good game. People that challenged whether or not it was are just sort of upset by the fact that it's different from any other iteration of Doom. Just kind of weren't expecting it when it first released, but it seems to have a much more favorable reception nowadays. It's just you're split on the fan base deciding, you know, what's the best version of it. Is it the BFG edition or is it the original edition?
Follow safety procedure.
And some people just get super vitriolic when it comes to saying that the original version isn't anything less than a perfect masterpiece. Reloading sound for the rocket launcher is always a little weird. It's like the only weapon that's got like stereoscopic sound. I don't know. The other ones sound a little bit more binaural to me, but that one, it sounds like you're reloading and then the sound's coming from behind you. It's weird. Just had to check to make sure my headphones are on the right way around, but yeah. I don't get it. Oh.
Warning. Reactor core offline. Please follow safety procedure. Orange.
I wouldn't think it, but Lost Souls are one of the biggest pains in this game. Of course, why wouldn't there be a Revenant on the other side of a door?
Orange.
Can't see too much smoke.
Reactor core offline. Please follow safety procedure. Orange.
Was that a missile, like coming back for another pass? Jeez. Okay. There's another one, right?
Warning, reactor core offline. Please follow safety procedure orange.
Come on in. I didn't hear no bones rattling. Oh, shit.
Warning, reactor core offline. Please follow safety procedure orange.
Shitload of noise.
Warning, reactor core offline. Please follow safety procedure orange.
Oh, yeah, just a brain. They didn't want the juiciest bit.
Warning, reactor core offline. Please follow safety procedure orange.
It's so hard to see you, Imp.
Warning, reactor core offline. Please follow safety procedure orange.
There sure is a lot to this for looking like a secondary path. Away. I wish I could see a little better. Did I get that third one? Couldn't even tell. I'm completely out of plasma rounds. What's this? Oh, another ammo belt.
Warning, reactor
This doesn't have the ammo I
offline.
need. Oh, actually, ammo belt. I get it. Okay. No, that's actually just for the chain gun. Shit. Yep. Blocking my path. Things coming at me from all angles. Let me see, I wouldn't be able to do this.
Attention, Reactor core online.
Oh no, I am able to do it. It's just there's a PDA up there. Really? Oh, there it is. There's a PDA. I guess it might be worth it, but... Oh, right, that cabinet. Yeah, that's probably what it's for. Alright. Okay. I'm just gonna do this in segments. Just a little meat whip soldier. Where you at? Come on. Whoa. Off they go. Okay, good. About that too. Alrighty then. A little peace and quiet and read this PDA. Ryan Mora, Delta Authority, Reactor Safety. Mr. Mora, your complaint has been filed to Central Authority. They will be handling your case from this point forward. To Delta Authority, as engineer responsible for the reactor of upper level maintenance, I feel it is necessary to bring the current safety issues to your attention. If we are going to be required to take readings from the upper level while the reactor is online, then there will eventually be accidents. I recommend the remote sensors be used for these readings and that the upper level will be closed while the reactor is online. I see. Lowest price, free shipping, discreet packaging. Become a better person now. Huh. Are you sad? We'll make you happy. Are you lethargic? We'll perk you up. Do you lack concentration? We'll help you focus. We carry all brands of the latest bioengineered neurological drugs. Contact our salesperson this week and save 15% off our already low advertised prices. Thanks, from Martian Buddy. You got an audio log for me, right? No? What the hell did I need to go up there and grab that for? Yeah, Martian Buddy's slogan sounds like they're trying to sell you crack or something. Or masturbatory devices. They might be selling those on-a-hole things. Huh, okay. Not the, you know, big-time PDA thing I was thinking it would be. No codes, no nothing. Doesn't look like there's anything else up here either.
So all that work, all that ammo. I guess if you're trying to be 100% completionist, maybe they knew people would want to be like 100%ing these games in the future due to like trophies and achievements. Actually, hold on. It's all armor shards. Yeah, it looks like nothing else either. Well, it's a nice spot for some items, I guess. That's not how it works. Let me go down. It's like I've had no problems with it at any point in the past, but for some reason now it just wants me to pop me up even though I'm moving forward. I figured one of these bastards would be around the corner. Power processing active. Primary coupling status verified. Static rings are fully engaged. Reactors online. All things look normal. What's this? Some kind of reading. Oh, maybe that PDA. Not that. Who can say though? Armor or anything else? Dead soldier with some health. Number 2 pain in my ass is always going to be those smoke clouds. Concealing the view between me and the demons. That? No, it isn't. That might have been the one that fell. Wait, do we need to go down? I guess maybe we do. So much different when the lights are on. Almost looks like a new area. I forgot that we came down an elevator. I was gonna try and go for the railing. I wonder if we'd be able to. I guess he's got the meat tentacle. Still wonder if he'd be able to get you if you hopped over it. Convinced the machine gun is really just a modified nail gun. It's got a similar shape, doesn't it? Nail guns can be pretty dangerous, right? Alright, well hopefully we won't have to come back down here again. Open the door. I'm just prepping myself. I know what those growls are. Everyone's had time to reorganize up here. Reconvene. Still? I'll take the rockets. I guess I didn't need that med kit though. Oh, I guess those are shells. Don't need that either. Wait, what? Oh. I guess I should start using the shotgun with these guys. Really hesitant to use it on anything else. Just because it kind of sucks. Mwah. What the hell? People are coming after me. Oh. Chain gunners. Didn't work as well. I can't see them. Jesus. I guess I could take his ammo. None of this looks familiar to me. I'm not exactly sure where I'm going right now. Oh, fair. How come he gets to have a better start up with his chain gun than I do? No. Shotgun in there. All right. Guys moving a lot quicker than they were before. each other's missiles. Whoa. Rockets one-shot the Sampo Marines. Yeah, the only thing is that they close that gap really fast. So by the time you switch to it, okay, they don't work so well on the chain gunners. Well, that's a shame. Chain gunners take 2 rockets. Okay. We are ready. We didn't need to go back to that main control area, did we? Oh, we didn't. Wouldn't be able to even go back, would we? I don't know. What the? I went in the elevator. Tell you, man. Just want to see how far that goes. Alright, well. All I was gonna do was clear the area because I wanted to make a save here. But even that is proving to be a big pain in the ass. Anyway. I'm gonna stop here for now. I think that'll do. We'll come back to Doom fairly soon. Like I said, I think I want to do Final Fantasy VII Original at some point. Might even be tomorrow, but I'll have to check and see how things are looking with that. Make sure my streaming platform of choice with that game is agreeable, and I'm able to get it through the capture card. But yeah, we'll come back to Doom 3 pretty quickly, maybe in a couple days, if not even tomorrow. So I guess stay tuned for that. But I'm gonna take off. Thanks for watching. Slightly lethargic stream, but wasn't feeling too great. But glad we were able to do something with that. And yeah, more Doom this week. So if you want to check it out again, come on back. That's gonna be it for right now, though. So thanks again. See you around next time. Take care.